Today I wanted to do a review and unboxing and review of this Cygolite Ranger 1400 lumen bike light. And I didn't see any video reviews of this on YouTube yet, but it was definitely something I wanted to put out there because hopefully more people can become familiar with this company and possibly even enhance your riding experience if you ever ride at night or in low light conditions. So let's just take a look at this device. Now, some bike lights are two separate units, especially the most powerful bike lights. There's a separate battery pack, and then there's a light, and then there would be a wire between the two of them. Well, this one obviously is just one unit. Now, I know this company Cygolite because I've already had one of their lights and been using it for 10 years. This light here. This has been a fantastic bike light. It's an LED bike light with a single high output Cree LED there. It's got, this is basically the on off button, and then you have a battery that's probably an 18650 inside of this capsule. The mounting mechanisms have worked pretty well for me. I have it currently on my road bike, and it works pretty well. So this gives you a sense. Basically, the light output on this one is 700 lumens, or 700 lumens, and it looks like kind of a bullseye on the road. You know, bright in the center with a very nice throw, and then a nice dispersed wide circular beam that goes in all directions, or all the way. It just kind of fades out, but it looks basically makes the shape of a bullseye. The brightest in the middle, and then it gets less bright as you go out to the periphery. Now this one is puts out twice as much light as my old light. So that's good news. That's really why I purchased it, is I wanted even more lighting power than this. This one is a surprising amount of power from this. 700. This is 700 lumens, but I think it's pretty. This has been the most powerful bike light that I've ever really used. And this has been an excellent light. And when I got it, I think it was $113 or $118. This light I got today from Amazon, it was $88 plus tax. And so it's more expensive than the cheapest lights that you'll find out there, but it is well worth the price. I have this other bike light has probably saved my life many times. I used to ride through the hills of above Santa Barbara at night, and it was really necessary to have a good light. And that one, I could crank that one up to high and it would just throw that light out there. I should add that while I've had this light for 10 years, the battery on it is still good after all this time. Now you can buy a replacement battery on Amazon. You can also buy replacement mounting components. So this company's been great, and I really like their products. They do a really good job. So I definitely recommend them to you. So that's why I wanted to present this video. Now, looking here at the packaging on the back, basically you see some details about it. What is it good for, et cetera, et cetera. There's nothing too surprising on this. It's basically what you'd expect to find on the literature on a bike light. What's interesting to me is what you see right here, this American flag. And it says in, probably you can't really read that very easily. Let me see here. It says designed, tested, and assembled in the United States, or designed, engineered, designed, and assembled in the United States. I forgot the order there, but yeah, so that's an unusual thing for electronics these days. This company's been around since 1991, they say here. And it's worth it to me, not only to get a really high quality light, but to support a manufacturer that puts things together here in the United States. Now, not everything in this light is going to come out of the United States. The battery is probably coming out of Japan, Korea, or China. The switches and the various things that are machined here, those come from somewhere else, probably. But we don't, at least they do put you know, they do let you know that they make things, at least they assemble it, final assembly being here in the United States. And that is important to me. And that's, frankly, I wouldn't have bought it had that not been one of their features. So, or one of their kind of corporate values. So they're a company that's based in Irvine, California, which is down in Orange County. It's definitely a lot of cyclists down there. So I wanted to go ahead and open this. And here we go. All right, so this is kind of like your typical packaging, although it's fortunately not too hard to open. Like some of them. It comes out just like that. And here we have that card that it's just the information card. And in the box, there's pretty much nothing else. Looks like I could probably recycle that. All right. So here's the bike light itself. And again, this is my first time opening this. So this looks like the charging cable that it's coming with. That's a micro USB right there. Now my old one uses a slightly different cable to this. This is uses what's, I think you'd call it a mini USB. And USB mini? Yeah, I think it's mini USB. And the micro USB is smaller. Just a little bit smaller, and it's also more common. So you'll find these in a lot of different components everywhere, from other bike lights to cell phones and stuff. So it's pretty common to have that. All right, so we have, this is the mounting bracket for the for the like handlebars. So if you want to put it on your handlebars, they also make a helmet mounting thing that's basically a couple of straps, and it has the same mechanism on top of it. So I bet if I take my new mounting bracket and my old bike line, I bet I could put them together just like that. Okay, so even my old bike light will go on this mounting bracket. I've never had any problems with this mounting hardware. There we go. So it's all pretty secure. You can tighten this screw down. So this will allow you to rotate it axially, and then you can tighten that screw down once you get it in the position you want it, so it doesn't so it doesn't change. You can also unscrew this screw here, and that will give you access to a larger diameter for different size handlebars. Some people were saying, they worry about how big their handlebars are, and I have a road bike, and this fits on mine, so no problem for me. So let's get the bike. Looks like they have some more literature here. Okay. It's always good to have stuff like that in case you want that. Literature, and then so this coming out of here. Yeah. All right. Wow. Nice. Okay, so the front of it is a different material than my old light. It's like a hard plastic here on the front. And my old bike light had, this is, I think, aluminum here. In the back, I think this is plastic here in the back, like a hard plastic. So this is like a similar thing. Okay, so they say this is IP67 waterproof, which means pretty waterproof. So this would be the charging port here. Okay, so then that comes with this sticker here on the top. Pretty nice. It's pretty discreet, pretty compact component. I would say it's about 4 inches long. And compared to my old unit, ooh, these are almost the same weight. These are roughly, it might be slightly lighter, just a few grams lighter, but they're very close in terms of their weight. So this basically shows you how to get started with that. Five, 6. There we go. That's what I was reading. Oh, wow. Nice. All right. So that's the first setting. All right, so if I could, let's see, the light seems like a wider beam. I'm holding these at roughly at exactly the same height here. So the light on the right is the new one. It's a bigger area, like a larger center of the bullseye, whereas the old one has a little. You know what's interesting is the old one here is giving that garage door look for the, and I wonder why. It's because it's not happening on the right. So there must be something about the patterns in these lights. Okay, this is the next setting up. It's just more intense. That's super fast, and that's the low. Okay, so that's the low setting on both of them. It's so funny. That's like a garage door look. It must be something about my older light and the refresh rate on that on my camera. Wow, that is very bright. Nice. Well, I'm going to charge it up and try it out on my bike. But I definitely recommend. You know, this company has done really. It's been a great bike light to have. This one. This is no longer in production, so you can't even buy it anymore. But if you're in the market or would consider buying a new light, thinking about it, this is definitely a great one to go with. Don't buy a cheap light. Don't waste your money, because you're probably going to need something that's good. There are bike lights that say 3,000 lumens, 5,000 lumens, and then you find that they're not very bright because they don't come from a reputable manufacturer. Well, Cygolite this is designed in the United States. It's made in the United States. This is a reputable company. Yeah, I definitely would suggest you check this out. This company also makes a variety of other lights, you know, ones that are a little bit more catered to city commuting or different aspects. There are tail lights that they have that I've looked at, pretty bright tail lights. I'm just thinking about getting one of those. And maybe I will next time. Awesome. Thanks for watching. Yep, I'll put a link to this in the description below. Bye.